Welcome back to another episode of Miggy Mike's Milagros. You're here with Miggy Mike. And on today's episode, we're talking about money. Money, 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 money. Yeah, that's right, y'all. We're talking about that money magic. We're talking about prosperity. We're talking about those blessings that we all need in our lives, that financial help that we all need. So, let's get into it, y'all. I want to start with money work. Is it good for you? Is there better ways to do things? So, I'll say this, the way that I started out doing Wicca, and that was like at the age of 13. And all those books, when I read them, they talked about how you shouldn't do prosperity work, you shouldn't do money work because it might come to you in a bad way or a wrong way, or a family member might get sick and you might get an inheritance, or there might be a car crash that you're involved in and you get paid out that way. So money work was kind of evil and stuff like that. Okay, y'all. So now I've come to realize and to come to the conclusion that, in my opinion, is definitely based in some old Christian thought. I definitely feel like it goes along with that saying, money is the root of all evil. And to me, it's flawed. It's wrong. And especially now doing this work more often, and especially seeing it, I know that that's not true. I know that we all are blessed, and I know that there's enough abundance and prosperity and money and financial gain for all of us to have a piece of the pie, to sit at the table and to be full and to be happy. So I don't want people to think that doing money work, because that's what I thought in the beginning. I thought it was bad. I didn't want to go to money work because I read the books, I believed what it said. It said that it was wrong and it was bad, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to my family or my loved ones, right? So of course I'm not going to do the money magic, even though I really need money, even though I really need to pay my damn cell phone bill or, that car payment, right? So I stopped believing that when I was about 15, maybe 16, and that's just because I got out of Wicca and I just studied more widespread witchcraft, we'll say. There wasn't the dogma of Wicca or the threefold law and that kind of stuff, and ye harm none, do what thou wilt. So I didn't have that, and I didn't prescribe to that philosophy anymore. So to me, a lot of things changed, including the prosperity thing. And I thought, well, God wants me to be blessed, and the goddess I know wants to take care of me, so what's going on? And I started to do prosperity work, and sure enough, nothing scary happened. My family didn't get into bad car accidents. I didn't get no crazy big ass inheritance. I didn't get in a car accident. Nothing like that happened. And so I thought, let's do it again. Did more money magic. Sure enough, I'm still good. I'm okay. Money's coming in kind of weird ways, though. I will say that. Like, I would find money on the ground. I'd find money in the couches, right? Like simple things, but things that I definitely didn't think of doing before doing the work. And maybe that's on my part, but I definitely wasn't like, oh, let me now look for money and stuff like that. A lot of the time, I would just find money on the ground, or people that owed me money would end up paying me back. So those are, really cool little ways that, like, I've seen money come into my life. Or another way, when I went to New Orleans a couple years back, I did some spiritual work, and I didn't have the money that I needed. And this is a really cool one, y'all. I did this spiritual work, and I was going to New Orleans to go kick with my people, and I did this work over only 3 nights, but it really good, really strong work with some spirits. And over 3 nights, didn't think anything of it. I was pretty damn sure that I was not going on the trip. I mean, I just did not have, I needed about $1,000, and I'm not bullshitting you. I needed about $1,000 for the plane ticket and for a place to stay. Well, as thank the spirits, thank you all of y'all that helped me out during that time. You know who you are. Did the work, and I don't remember why, but my fiance had said, hey, we needed a pay stub for something. I forget, I think it was taxes or something like this, and we needed to pay, because it's around November. Needed a pay stub in order to get my taxes ready and shit like that. And I was like, well, okay, they're over here. I'm going through the papers, and I look at this one pay stub, and I'm like, the fuck, what is this? I showed it to my fiance, and she said, do you know what this is? I said, no, what is it? And she said, it's a check, dude. And I said, what do you mean? Because it was for like $758. and it was from 4/20, from April 20th was when the date that I was supposed to have cashed it, and this is November now. So turns out, I look at it, sure enough, I hit up my employer, and they're like, yeah, turns out you never cashed this check. Go cash it. They had to reissue me a new one, but anyways, ended up getting $800. Boom, paid for the ticket, paid some money on the hotel that I was going to be staying at. I was able to come up, because I did a couple extra hours, and see, that was the other cool thing is money came in my way because at work, someone couldn't show up, they offered me the extra hours, I took them, boom, bump in my pay. That's another way that things will come into your life, y'all. So people that owe you money, at work they give you some extra hours, you figure out a side income, or maybe something comes up on Facebook and someone's like, gosh, I really wish someone knew how to do this, or a friend or a family member says that, and you're like, hey, I know how to do that. If you give me some, give me some money, donation, whatever you think it's worth, let's do it. There's so many different opportunities and ways that money can come into your life, especially when you open the roads for that money and you're not weird or funny or think that money is evil, because money is not evil. It's the people that make it evil because of what they do with it. It's their greed, it's their jealousy. Greed is maybe the root of all evil. I mean, money isn't, though, because money puts food on your table. It's your hard work, it's those field workers, bringing it into the produce. It's all them. It's you're putting in the effort in order to get that money. That's why when I do work for people and stuff like that, I don't feel funny about receiving money, because at the end of the day, I'm doing a service for them. If they can't pay me, then fine, I understand that. But eventually I know it'll come back my way, and hopefully when they are prosperous enough, when the work comes through, then they can pay me, and then we can go ahead and even out things. That's the other thing. I don't think that people fully understand the fact that you're not going to create some crazy imbalance if you do some prosperity work or some money work. It's not like that. The universe and the cosmos is abundant. I mean, the universe every freaking second is literally growing. We're expanding every second, every minute, every hour. The universe is growing. It's abundant with life and with all these different things. Y'all, the universe wants you to succeed. The universe wants you to be happy, but you have to be willing and ready, and you have to want it yourself. I mean, that's the other thing too, is you have to know and really know and understand that you deserve to be prosperous, that you deserve money. Because a lot of people, like I said, they have these hang-ups about money that are rooted from their family or from their loved ones or from lack and stuff like that. And yeah, it's scary when you don't have money and when you can't pay the bills and stuff like that. But you need to have faith. Just like when you're doing any kind of spiritual work, when you're doing prosperity work and money work, you need to know that the Lord is your shepherd and that you shall not want. That whatever it is that you ask for your spirits, that they're going to bless you with that. They're going to open your roads and open your ways. You need to be a little more accepting and a little more flexible maybe with how that money is going to come in. But know that it's going to come in, and have faith in the work that you're doing, and have faith in the spirits that walk with you and that work with you. That's one of those things for me, is like, even in the beginning of doing the spiritual work, when I doubted myself, I said, no, but I prayed to the spirits, that work with me. I prayed to the higher powers. I did the work that it says to do in this book, and I believed it. And then I backed it up with all of the scientific stuff, that as far as I know how magic works, like the law of contagion, like the idea of like attracts like. And that's another thing that I want to bring up, y'all. When you're doing prosperity work, when you're doing money work, add money into your work. Like attracts like begets like. Get a magnet. Magnets are good for drawing things. Get some money. Money is good for, you want money, right? So the universe needs to know what it is that you want. You could even use the dollar bill, the $50 bill, the $100 bill as your petition paper. Write out, money comes to me, money comes to me, I am prosperous, I am highly blessed and highly favored, all my needs, my bills are met, and I have money and then some to pay off all my bills, to help my family and my loved ones, to go on all the vacations. Whatever it is that your intention is, write it down on that money, fold it towards you, because you want to draw those things to you, you want to draw those blessings to you. Get you a magnet, make sure you get some iron filings, right? Make sure that you cleanse and purify all these things before you do that, y'all, because you don't necessarily want someone else's other energy and shit, especially because that money left them. You want money to come to you. You want money to bless you. And then you get your money, you get maybe some alfalfa, some allspice, you get some herbs that are about money coming in, money in general. Get some coins, get your dollar bills, $50 bills, all that kind of good stuff. Get your magnet. Get herbs that are associated with money, and make sure that you get something that protects money. Make sure that you're not doing all this money and it's coming in your hands 1 second and then leaving another second. You got to make sure that you're blessing yourself, that you're opening the roads and the ways for the money to come in, to be drawn to you, and you got to make sure that you're protecting that money. And also some clarity, so that way you know, and some wisdom work. So like some Solomon seal root to bring in some wisdom, some sage to bring in some clarity. Work with these things so that way you're clear about what you're spending, and you're wise where you're spending your money and what needs to be spent on what. So that way you're not like, wow, I had a couple $100 the other day, and now where did it go? Well, make sure that you're getting yourself cleansed, make sure that you're purified, make sure that you're getting yourself that clarity that you need, make sure that you're bringing in that protection so that money's not leaving you the minute or the second that you're getting it. Make sure that you're protecting your money, make sure that you're protecting your wallet. Then I would say get that little bundle. Just go, I'm going to run through it one more time. I would get a magnet, I'd get some iron filings, I would get whatever denomination bill, whatever country it is that you're going to use that money. If you're here in the US, then you use the US dollar. You're going to go ahead and bring in that money, okay? Then you're going to get your little herbs and stuff like that. And you're praying the whole time for prosperity, for the road to be open, to draw in money, for your money to be protected. And then I'd get a little bit of syrup, y'all. And I'd get syrup because I want that money to be sweet to me. I want it to be drawn to me. I want money to want to come to me, right? So I would want that money to be sweet to me, right? So that's why I would bring that in. Then, and not a lot of money, y'all, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to fold it towards you, fold it towards you. You can do a 90 degree and fold it, 90 degrees and fold it. Then get maybe some red thread towards you, always towards you. Make sure that you're bringing it towards you. And then you're going to put that in your wallet or your purse or your bag to draw in that money. If you have a money altar, go ahead and put it there and make sure that you're feeding it. Make sure that you're going to give it some alcohol, right? Make sure that you're going to give it some tobacco, because these things, tobacco and alcohol is fire. It brings heat. Make sure that you're lighting a candle for this thing. And I would say do this like once a week. Light your candle so that way that money's coming in, so that money's fed, so that way that money's bringing in more money, so that way it's blessing you. When you notice that you're getting in more money, make sure that wherever you have that money, like let's say that it's like, dang, I did really good this week. Put some of that money aside in like a can or some kind of blessed container, and then that's going to be your blessed money. Now what you're going to do with blessed money is you're going to go ahead and put it in there and just put in a couple of change, put in some change if you got extra change from the day, put in dollar bills, whatever it is, make sure. And then when you're putting it in, I'm so blessed, I have enough to save. I am so highly blessed and highly favored. I am so prosperous, I have enough to save. I am so blessed that I'm going to be able to bless other people. You get it? So what you're going to do is, once you get enough of that money and it feels like, oh, hey, that's a lot of blessings right there. What I would say to do is go and, you see homeless people, you see people down on their luck, maybe some fundraising things, donate that money, because now it's blessed money. And as my grandma says, you need, in order to receive, you have to give, right? To give, you have to give to receive. And you have to give in a way, and I've said this in another video, you have to give in a way where you're not expecting to receive money back, right? So you have to know that you're blessed. You have to know that you are so prosperous and you are so blessed that you're able to give some of the blessing away, that you're able to let the blessings multiply. Because when you're so giving, your blessings will multiply in your life, because you're going to know that you're blessed and that you have all the prosperity and all your bills are paid, and you're going to go on that vacation and all that good stuff. You have to know that those things are going to come your way, and they will. I mean, look at, even if you don't have that all the time, because look at me, I did the work with the intention and knowing that my spirits were going to take care of me. Y'all, it was, and I'm not bullshitting this, within 2 weeks of me doing the work, got that $758 check, and I got extra hours on my my paycheck from work. Not kidding. Fucking, that was the $1,000 that I needed within 2 weeks, and it happened. Then to top it off, I was getting paid right before I left, so I was going to take that money over there in order to get me by for the week, basically week and a half. Y'all, I'm not bullshitting you. When I got there, people were buying my food, people were buying my drinks. Mind you, these are like spiritual people that I was planning on meeting to go up there. But y'all, they were offering and they weren't taking no for an answer. They were taking care of me. I ended up coming home with money, like a good amount of money still, that I thought I was gonna have to blow out there and like penny pinch. But I didn't have to do that because my spirits took care of me. I'm so grateful that they did, and I had an amazing time in New Orleans. Y'all gotta go. But I wanted to say that make sure that when you're doing your prosperity work, again, make sure that you have the right mindset, that you are prosperous, that you are rich, that you're rich in life. You're here. I mean, you woke up today. Be grateful, be thankful for that. Start with little things. Thank you for my 10 fingers or 10 toes, because not everyone has them. Thank you for, my 2 ears. Thank you for the education that I have. Thank you for the TV that I have. Thank you for the house. Thank you for the roof. Thank you for the blanket. Thank you for the bed. Be grateful and watch those blessings multiply. And especially with prosperity work, when you realize how prosperous you are, look at everything in the room. That shit adds up. Someone would pay money for most of the things that you have. Understand and realize that you have money all around you. The property that you have, the things that you own in your possession, those have value. Not only to you because you use them, but they have monetary value. You can sell a lot of shit, you know what I mean? So you have money, you are prosperous. So just remind yourself of that when you're doing this prosperity work, that you are a total success, that you deserve to be prosperous, that you deserve to have money, and you deserve to be rich. You're rich in body, mind, spirit, and heart. Claim it. Claim that you have all your bills and needs met. Claim that you have enough money to save up for your dream vacation and your dream home and to help your family and your loved ones. Claim those blessings because they're yours. And obviously it's going to come with work. The spiritual work is going to create opportunities in order for that work, in order for you to receive that prosperity, in order for you to receive that money, in order for you to receive those blessings. This spiritual work is going to open the way. It's not just going to lay it on your hand all the time. Y'all, it happens. The story I just told you, and I'm not bullshitting you. I swear, y'all, it happened. It was amazing. It was such a blessing. So, prosperity work. Make sure that you're cleansed. Make sure that the work that you're going to do, make sure all that stuff is cleansed. Make sure that also the stuff that you're going to work, make sure that it's fed. Make sure that your spiritual work is fed and that it is ready to go to do that work that you need to do. The reason why I use tobacco and alcohol is because it's hot, it's fire. And just like it's hot like to your spirit, it's going to be hot to their spirit. It's going to make them want to move. It's going to get them working and moving. So y'all, make sure you feed your work. Make sure you call on your spirits for protection. Make sure that you protect your prosperity work so that no fuckery, so that no bullshit, so that no demons or devils or anything or anyone can be able to try and fuck with it. Make sure that in your home that you got a little blessing can, like I said, or a little thing like that. So that way, at the end of the day, just put some of the change that you got from the grocery store. I'm so blessed, I'm able to bless others. I'm so blessed, I'm able to save up for all the things that I need. And you're just adding in money. Then when you get a good amount, go and bless other people. Say a little prayer over it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. As I give, so shall I receive. But just know it. Don't expect it. Just I don't know how to explain that, y'all. Like, you have to know that you're so blessed that it's going to come back, but not from that person, right? I guess that's what I want to say is don't expect it to be from that person. Just know that you're going to be blessed and that because you're giving, you're going to receive. That's what I would say. So when doing prosperity work, make sure that you're good, make sure that your mind is right and that you know that you deserve this money. And make sure that you know that it's okay to be rich. It's okay to have your bills met. It's okay not to struggle every month, to not know where the bills are going to get paid, if the electricity is going to get turned off, if the water is going to get turned off, if you're going to get evicted. Know that you're going to be blessed. Pray over it. Have faith in it. Know that your spirit's going to take care of you. Because again, as you take care of them, they're going to take care of you. And they need you to be taken care of so you can take care of them. Ask for assistance. Pray to your spirits for help in this sacred work. Ask them. They will bless you as long as you ask for their blessing. As long as you allow for that door to be open, those blessings will flow through. But you have to open the door. They can't open it for you. Make sure that you're mindful of that. Make sure that you're mindful that you need to be a participant in this work in order for the work to do its job. This is spiritual work, y'all. I mean, you have to do work in order to get the things that you want. Whether that's you're in the physical, in the spiritual, wherever it's at, you have to do work. A lot of the time when I'm doing spiritual work, it takes me at least an hour. It's not just this, let me throw some water, say some cool little words, light a candle, and no, you have to really, really put your spirit into this work. And it will work. It will work. I see it work. I know that it works. Living proof of that. There's so many stories that I can tell you about with this spiritual work where it's come through for me. And I know that it's because of the work that I did that it worked. So what I wanted to say, y'all, make sure that you're highly blessed and highly favored, taking care of your spirits. Know that you deserve prosperity. Know that the Lord is your shepherd and you shall not want. Know that your cup runneth over with blessings, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Know that. Claim those blessings because you deserve them. We all deserve to be rich and prosperous and have the blessings that we need. Open the road and open the way. Be open to the ways and the opportunities that are going to come into your life when you start doing this work. When you open your ways, when you abre los caminos, when you open those doors and open those roads in this work, and then be ready and be watchful. Have that clarity, have that wisdom, so that way you know to discern that, and also know the difference between quick money and long-term money. If you need money for a specific thing, well then, hey, you know that you need that specific amount, okay. But if it's a long-term thing, make sure that you're building that prosperity, that spirit. Make sure that you're working with that spirit on a consistent level. Make sure that you're giving honor to that spirit of prosperity. Prosperity is spirit. Learn to court it. Learn to work with it. Learn to woo it, as my elder Ryan Foxwood says. You know, learn to want it to be with you. Make it, you know, like, hey, I like what that one's doing. I like how it rubs it between my hands, how it spans me. Make sure that you're doing those things. So that way the money wants to come with you, wants to have a good time in your hands, you know, and wants to bless you because they know you're a good time. So make sure that you're courting, make sure that you're walking and working with that spirit, in this case of prosperity. Make sure that you're doing those things so you always stay in the right spirit with them, and so that they want to be around you, so that you're not holding too tight with your hands, you know what I mean? Because that's not fun. You're fucking strangling and suffocating things. That's no fun for anybody. Want to make sure that, hey, come on, let's go, my pocket, you know, it's good, it's a party up in here, let's do it. Make sure that you're doing those things, y'all. Remember, as always, Mickey Mike here from Mickey Mike's Milagros. If you got any comments, questions, if you got suggestions, go ahead and throw that up in there as well. But make sure, y'all, that you're taking the time to cultivate these things, and make sure that you really listen, because these are things, like I said, I'm just teaching you and telling you these things because over all these years of me doing the spiritual work, it's things that I've had to learn the hard way. Don't be funny with your money. Don't be greedy with your money. Know that you are highly blessed and you are prosperous. Know that the Lord, the Goddess, the Trinity, the Triplicities, know that the spirits that walk with you, your ancestors, know that they're going to take care of you. Know that, because they will. All right, y'all. Well, take care. That's all I got to say. All right. Peace.